Warning, this video contains spoilers. It will also include Theo Howard. You have been warned.
So, Doctor Who returned on Saturday, and I liked it. I know not everyone liked it, but I liked it. So, just for the record, I've probably already mentioned it, but there will be spoilers. I dress up in a blonde wig now, but I don't have one. Sorry. So, the story starts with a battle with people using bow and arrows and really old planes.
There you are. See? Told you there'd be someone with a bow and arrow. You can't see the plane because he's out of shot now.
And a kid turns out to be on the battlefield, which seems to be a big surprise, but okay. And, well, what else would happen? Great big hands come out of the ground and snatch one of the soldiers up who are trying to help the kid. So the kid looks pretty stuffed, doesn't he? Well, that would be if the Doctor didn't show up and use Sonic X Machina. Well, didn't exactly use Sonic X Machina, he just throws the Sonic screwdriver to him to make a microphone. So, he tries to convince the child to go and walk, well, just try and get him to survive or something. And then he just sort of asks his name. And then, big shock, it's Davros. So yeah, my reaction to this, what the hell? No way, no, seriously, no way. And then I went into complete fanboy mode and just went, yeah. And then the title sequence comes up, done there. And so, we see multiple planets being visited by a man on roller skates. No, seriously, he's on roller skates. I know it's trying to be him on to be like slithering like a snake. Oh yeah, spoilers. I told you that twice, I think. But I know he's supposed to be like a snake slithering around, but for goodness sake, it just looks like roller skates. So he kills a bunch of people in the pub, visits the Shadow Proclamation, which seems to be very empty for some reason, and he then visits Khan, who you'd only recognise if you watched The Night of the Doctor in the 50th anniversary season. Anyway, so after that, then we cut to Davros himself being there. So then, after that, we cut to Davros himself, surrounded in wires. And then his roller skates friend comes along and says,
Sorry mate, can't find him.
And then Davros is like,
Well, find his friends then. It's the closest thing to the Big Mac.
big cheese. We then cut to Clara, teaching and forcing a child to spit his gum out. Actually, that actually happens at my school. People just have gum in their mouth and they have to spit out into a bin. Although I don't remember the last time when someone asked to have their gum back when it was spat into the bin. Yeah. So turns out all the planes in the world have stopped for some reason, and she gets a call from UNIT. Yeah, and the teachers are totally relaxed about this. But anyway, she goes off to UNIT, and so they get a call, and turns out it's Missy, and this leads up to one of the most silliest things I think I've ever seen. Missy's face pops out of the screen and is massive, and a cartoon boing sound comes. Okay, so after that, Missy calls Clara, well, gets Clara to come along to a hot country to talk about where the hell the Doctor is. And after a conversation about the Doctor's will and how Clara is apparently a dog, and after Missy kills 2 bodyguards, they then Missy stops all the planes from being frozen, because it turns out she was the one who was doing all the planes. So yeah. Anyway, they soon locate that the Doctor, because that's why Missy did all that stuff. I'm sorry if I'm not explaining this enough, but Missy wanted to find the Doctor, so that's why she stopped all the planes. Okay then. Then they deduce that the Doctor... Hold on. Damn, I can't find the hat. I might have it later. Anyway, they deduce that the Doctor, turns out, is in Essex, in the Middle Ages. And so they appear there with the vortex manipulators, and it turns out there's a whole stadium of people about to witness something. There's a man there standing with an axe, and they're basically trying to find the Doctor, but that doesn't take long, for an electric guitar springs, and the Doctor appears out of the smoke, playing an electric guitar on a tank. Now, I'm not going to lie, I loved this scene, just for its pure randomness and epicness. Anyway, so yeah, after all that happens, he says a few rubbish jokes that I didn't exactly get until the next day. I know, I'm sorry if that was rubbish. And then, Snake Guy again appears. Roller skates. And then he's more or less tries to choke the guy with the axe, and ultimately wants him to come to Davros. And so the Doctor agrees, but then Missy and Clara decide to come along with him. And so they go up onto the ship and go to Davros, which apparently is a space satellite. And so they go to the Doctor goes to Davros, Missy and Clara hang out in the prison, only to open an airlock, not to be sucked in, because it turns out it's not a satellite or space station. It turns out to be Skaro. Well, that would be cool. However, they react to it like really, oh my god, it's Skaro! Oh my god! Even though Skaro's already appeared in the new series, in Asylum of the Daleks, which Stephen Moffat also wrote. I don't get it either. So, after they discover that their planet is Skaro, they are captured by a classic Dalek. Not really sure why, but okay. Then they are sort of transported, well, not actually transported, just taken over to a whole room full of Daleks, where the TARDIS is also, because I'm sorry, I keep doing this. Basically, the guy with the axe, when I talked about him earlier, turns out he's a Dalek guy, and yeah, and he sort of captured the TARDIS of the Daleks, basically. Anyway, Missy tries to bargain with the Daleks by convincing them to spare her life, so that basically she can help them with the TARDIS to basically kill anyone in space and time. But the Daleks decide to exterminate her. So she's exterminated. Well, I say exterminated, I more mean like probably going to appear next episode, to be perfectly honest, because, well, we've seen it in other places. So, after that, the Doctor's basically on his knees begging Davros to save them, but Davros like, I can't do anything, soz. And so Clara is also exterminated. And I have to say, the speech that he does there, I won't tell you it, but but it's very good. Wow, I know nothing of it. So, So Clara is exterminated, Doctor is absolutely gutted, and then we see the Doctor attempting to exterminate baby Davros. Well, not baby Davros, the child Davros. Well, that we saw from the beginning of the episode. And then it says to be continued. And yeah, I really like this episode. I especially like the bits. I really liked Missy, the Doctor and Tank playing guitar, and I love the reveal of Davros. Yes, there are of course rubbish things. Missy's face popping out of the screen with the classic boing sound effect. But other than nitpicks like that, I actually quite liked it. I do understand it might be a little hard to people who don't follow the series to understand what's going on, but oh well. I give this episode a 8 out of 10. No, scratch that. I give it a 7 out of 10 because it could do with some work, but I still really liked it. Thank you for watching. And I shall see you in my next review next Friday of The Witch is Familiar. Bye bye.
Oh, I just need to give a few shout outs to some of my friends. Okay. There's Harry Alexander, Tyler Harding, Josh Wittington, and Toby Potter Drake. There you go. I hope you guys are happy, and I shall see you next time. Goodbye.